So if my book, The Unrelenting Call of the Unseen Child, Holistic Trauma Healing for the Inner Child, if it triggers you, good. What? I did. I said good. Because that's the point. There are unhealed things buried inside all of us. And that's why I wrote the book. We've been told not to talk about these things, to keep them buried in the closets. And you know what happens? The sick cycle of abuse just keeps perpetuating on and on and on. And as long as we keep burying this stuff away, it's not going to stop. So I wrote about it. And if you read in my book, you'll see the parts where I talk about how many times, not all the times I talked about it, but about how a lot of times I stopped writing because I couldn't handle it. I was so overwhelmed by it. I'd be feeling like I was going to throw up, sobbing, dissociated, overwhelmed, panic attacks, nightmares. I didn't want to go there. I was so full of shame in the beginning when I was like looking at some of the memories. And I would stop and then I would go back to it because like, you can't stop. It's still inside you. Just because you want to pretend it's not there, that shame and all those feelings are still buried inside. And I realized I was lugging this heavy weight around. And and if I'm lugging it around, that means there's other people lugging it around. So I wrote, and I wrote, and I wrote. I wrote it for me. I wrote it for you. I wrote it for us. We need to talk about these things. They're going on. Childhood sexual abuse, psychological abuse, these sick abuses and things that should never be occurring are occurring. And just because we don't talk about them doesn't mean they're not happening. And so that's what my book is. It's to inspire you to know, to encourage you to know that it's okay to talk about those skeletons in your closet, those things you want to pretend aren't there. It's okay to look at those uncomfortable things inside or that you never wanted to see. I guess my book is a way of giving you permission. Look, you can say look, she talked about it, so the whole world know all about it. And I'm still here. So you can unbury the skeletons in your closet too. You don't have to carry that shame around, feel that way inside. They wanted you to feel that way so that they keep abusing you. I mean, it's pretty fun for them, right? So you take your power back by letting go of the shame, by looking at the pain. You got this.